The path is all, our embrace never ends, no place for strays. Nam, a force that isn't governed by ego, power, or any banal human condition. Most would say this is not possible, a mere fantasy. But my friends, the Nam are real, and they represent the only credible threat to our present and future. We all need to learn from them, and not be mere merchants selling an ideal. We must be blades of our own cloth, missionaries offering order and above all, predictability. Solar Governor D. Rothschild. Hello fellow adventurers and collectors, Filmaholic here. Today's episode we're going to do something a little bit different. It's going to be a bit off the cuff in terms of what I'm going to be talking about here. And I wanted to use this figure in particular to more or less get the idea across. So, this figure is a Nam, of course, from the Ashley Wood Underverse line. It's part of their reboot, so to speak, for the World War Robot line, and I love it. It's a great design, it's a great look, and everything, but the topic more or less today is it worth the price? And that's where I'm kind of wrestling with this, and feel free to add your input into this as well. When these figures first came out, of course, times have changed, the inflation is different now, but you're still getting a 12-inch figure. Tooling is different, of course. They had to get a new body, new hands, new sculpts, new materials, and all the sort. But this also uses a lot of the same tooling, parts, and other things from their other releases. So for the justification of the price, it's around $250, $280. It's starting to get up there. And for me personally, that's what initially put me out from the designer figure realm for the time being. Especially for me, who at the end of the day likes to break down figures, customize them, and tweak them and all that. I really found it hard to kind of justify that price. I was fortunate enough to get this along with the other Nam for a very good deal, but is this sustainable? And that's where the question really lies. And it's a very fine balance between you get a third-party figure that, you know, uses the generic stuff, gets the point across, but doesn't necessarily wow. And that's where I'm kind of wrestling with this, because this has the wow factor, but is it wow enough to justify the price? And that's going to vary depending on who gets the figure, of course, right? For me, it's design cues that kind of don't really mesh well with me. It's the skinny jeans, the material used for the jacket. I can see it not lasting very long. But yeah, I guess it's because I'm now a different collector than I was when I originally got into the line. But I'm starting to see these a lot different from when I originally got into collecting this type of stuff. So here you can see the ones that I have currently and the one I kit bashed, which ironically enough looks like the original release of these figures. So yeah, all that being said, I'm happy to have these two in my collection, but it got me thinking about that type of question, you know, and especially now that I'm shifting my collection more towards pieces that I've made essentially, or kit bashed. Is it worth the price? And that one I'm not too sure about. I'm gonna keep thinking about that, but in the meantime, I thank you all for listening to me ramble, and I will catch you all next time. Take care.